Okay. Currently filming this video on the 7th of November. And I'm celebrating, even though I do not live in the US, I do have a few family members that do. And today's a good day for them if they're a Joe Biden supporter. Okay. So to keep the good vibes going, I thought today I'd react to a video from one of my favorite YouTube channels, WatchMojo.com. And it's top 10 drunk Peter Griffin moments. In other words, I love Family Guy, so I'm reacting to Peter's drunken ass. Okay.
Where am I? Hey, those guys are backwards now. Get away from her!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 drunk Peter Griffin moments.
We did it, Brian.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most entertaining scenes driven by the inebriated antics of the Griffin family's patriarch. Minor plot reveals are discussed, so consider this your spoiler alert. Which boozy bit cracks you up the most? Drop your take in the comments below. Now on to some Peter Griffin drinking shenanigans. Number 10. Peter has one too many on Thanksgiving. Has your dad ever ruined the holidays after having one too many? If you're Chris Griffin, the answer is a hilarious yes.
What's your favorite preparation of a tomato? Is it sun-dyed tomato?
When a friend's son mysteriously returns from Iraq on Turkey Day, Peter shows he supports the troops. Sort of. With some of the show's best anti-war humor. Number 9. Peter becomes the brewery mascot. When the sitcom dad first saw inside Pawtucket Brewery, it was a world of pure inebriation.
Will be tanked like the whole Irish nation.
Things continue that way while he worked for the beer maker. That is, until his boss, Angela, voiced by the late great Carrie Fisher, died.
We're going to put a flag on you, and wherever you go, people will know that's where they put their recyclables.
Please don't just throw them over.
His new dual bosses seem to have it in for Peter before hearing him drinking on the job and John.
What are you doing?
Playing a game on my phone and having a beer, and God willing, going to the bathroom.
Instead of getting canned, Peter becomes the brewery's mascot.
I'm in.
No, we did it.
Seeing him shoot a commercial on a less than luxurious New England beach and suffer through other absurd travails while guzzling his favorite beer is pure comedy gold.
Want to cool it with that drumming? Anyway, do you have to water your house? Because I would think that, you know what, let's just forget the conversation and just pose for the picture.
Alas, the fun and carbs come to an end when Peter learns it's a dog-eat-dog world in the mascot game.
Let's hear more from the dog.
Number 8. Peter's first day. When the Griffin family's breadwinner needs a job, he takes the old adage of doing what you love a little too seriously.
Turns out there's a job opening at the Pawtucket Brewery.
After just one visit to the unemployment office, Peter scores the perfect gig, working for his favorite brewery. Even better, his new employer gives workers free beer.
We just ask that you don't drink during your shift.
That won't be a problem, sir.
Like a fat...
Giving this full beer. Free beer. He's gonna take advantage of it. Obviously. Obviously, they gave me free vodka. I definitely would drink it. And then I'll probably end up not remembering how it went.
Fox in the henhouse, our lovable Lush, manages to screw up his new career before even getting his ID badge.
Mr. Griffin, since you can't control your drinking, you've been demoted to the shipping department.
Oh, come on.
This is your new supervisor, Angela.
The speed at which the big guy gets hammered and nude is comically absurd, but it's the realness of his drunken outburst that causes us to sneeze schnapps all over the TV. Originally aired in 2005, this bit still stands up, which is more than we could say for drunk old Pete.
Dad, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, hey, buddy. I'm
Yeah.
a triple cheeseburger and a large fries, and, you sell pants?
Oh, wow.
App Say Smart. Download now.
Number 7. Peter's piano performance.
I remember
This
this.
time, Petey isn't solely to blame for his boozed up
I remember
shenanigans.
this when he. Oh, I remember this one. It's a carry on. This is when he got drunk and was gonna play the piano. Wasted, wasn't it?
Instead, his wife's desire to upstage her rival.
So she kept on fueling him with alcohol.
Ironically leads Lois to become the big guy's biggest enabler. It turns
Ah!
out he's a regular Amadeus when under the influence.
By the time it ended, I'm pretty sure he passed out on the stage or something like that.
Well, maybe that's slightly overselling it, as his repertoire consists solely of television theme songs.
Oh, I know how to play like that.
Nonetheless,
take me a long
his
time.
staccato
So I
performances
can't remember.
are pretty impressive. So Lois feeds him drinks to maintain his buzzed flow state.
Oh, Lois, I'm losing my buzz. I need more talent juice.
By showtime, Peter is so inebriated that he can't find the piano. Nonetheless, after a loud belch and a little assist, he plays one heck of a lick.
What was the price of his liver?
Many simple yet effective sight gags help set the scene apart, as does Lois's role reversal. Number 6. Peter and his friends give Meg a ride. The guy's drinking session is cut short when Lois asks the P-Man to pick up his daughter from the skating rink.
We'll just move the party to the skating rink. Who's sober enough to drive?
This annoys the middle-aged men, who seem particularly sloshed and rambunctious.
Dad, where have you been? I've been waiting for over an hour.
Grab some wood there, bub. Daddy and his friends have been drinking.
When Griffin and the gang finally arrive, they're an hour late and proceed to ignore Meg while causing more trouble than a pack of drunk teens.
No.
Number 5. Peter and Joe trade cars. Seeing Quahog's biggest wino trade quips and vehicles with his buddies may not be squad goals, but it sure does split our sides. After all, real friends tell you when you're being a douche. Case in point, Quagmire shows up inside a bar with sunglasses on.
Hey guys.
No. Nighttime, not allowed doing.
Peter and his cop buddy Joe have none of it in a genuine yet jocular moment. After hilariously deflecting Quagmire's written call for help, the big guy and Joe trade keys, completely failing to grasp the concept of a designated driver.
Okay, Joe, you're drunk. Okay, you're drunk. Give me your keys. And I'm drunk, so I'll give you my keys. Okay, now we're both good to drive home.
Simultaneously risque and dumb, part of the ride charm is thinking of how much it probably infuriates the Mothers Against Drunk Driving crowd. Watching Mr. Griffin play cop is a cathartic gag that never gets old.
Been drinking tonight, sir?
No, officer. I just had a glass of dinner with my wife.
It was like, takes one
Okay,
drunk to their drunk.
Step out of the car and walk a straight line, please. All right, you be safe, sir. There's a lot of crazies out there tonight.
Number 4. Peter damages company property. We'd seen Papa Griffin buzzed and trashed, but never quite so ripped. In an episode featuring 3 shorts inspired by popular directors, the best is saved for last.
Fight with so many quick shots and close-ups you can't tell what's going on.
The final chapter combines the excitement and incoherence of a Michael Bay film and the drunken antics of our favorite family man. While he may have traded his dad bod for a chiseled physique, his love of alcohol and trouble are strong as ever.
The search is underway for a man strong enough to throw a cake with enough force to save the 7 wonders of the world.
The short opens with our muscled main character tossing kegs onto his back until he punches one open and chugs it. This leads to his now sexy boss firing him, though not before they French. It makes about as much sense as a Transformers sequel, but it does make us laugh too. Number 3, Peter bonds with Meg. Of all his surly sire's questionable parenting moments, his talk with Meg about the dangers of alcohol is one of the most memorable.
Because he ended up drinking himself,
I'm gonna
didn't
need
he?
us to have an even playing field.
All right, but it stays between us.
It may sound like buzzkill, but Peter's constant stream of non sequiturs and cookie cutaways keep things lighter than a Diet White Claw. Besides, the fatherly talking to nearly instantly devolves into an intergenerational drinking contest. They parody Jaws and Raiders of the Lost Ark, while Eddie Murphy's song Party All the Time proves it's still an insidious earworm.
This is gonna get these little shows, right?
Beer bongs, instant fails in Vegas, and a minor act of piracy add to the whimsical fun of this booze-fueled romp. Most of all, we love the vicarious thrill of watching this Griffin family duo break all the rules. Number 2, Mr. Boo's song.
Oh, that's so funny!
This movie. Let's talk about other movies we've seen. That's an excellent idea.
Many Family Guy episodes feature the titular characters' love of the sauce, but none do it with quite as much musical flair as this one.
Where am I? Hey, those guys are up backwards now. Get away from her!
It opens on Peter and his dog Brian drinking while obnoxiously talking in a movie theater, leading them to be forced to attend AA.
Somewhere in Cohort, they're not being picked up from baseball.
Oh, these
practice,
are
and
so
it's all
funny.
thanks to us.
Rather than learning, the big man corrupts the group, turning it into a secret speakeasy. Naturally, the noise attracts cops.
You will wind up wearing tattered shirts. You mess with Mr. Boo.
Ever resourceful, the drinkers disguise their scheme with one of the show's catchiest musical numbers, parodying Robin and the Seven Hoods. When Peter dies while driving home drunk, Death gives him one more chance after showing him the dangers of alcoholism and sobriety.
Here we are.
Well, everything looks fine. All right, family, line up for cigar burns.
Still, nothing tops the humor and unforgeability of the toe-tapping Mr. Booze.
That's a shame. What a shame. Who's to blame for glory? Name is famous. Mr. Booze.
Before we unveil our
Oh,
topic,
funny.
here are a
Mr.
few
Booze
other
was funny,
mentions
so-
of Peter getting a little too drinky. Joe's hair gets caught on fire.
To the clown.
No, your hair looks stupid.
Peter gets his license picture taken.
Well, see, I got drunk and then got my picture taken, so that way when I get pulled over for drunk driving, I look the same as on my license. You know, and then the cop is like, oh, you're fine. You're not drunk. This is you normal. I can tell by the picture.
Peter at a baseball game.
Now to have the only exciting thing in the game happen as soon as I turn my back.
Rich Peter buys a
Let's see which
round.
number one is.
Hey, Horace, another round.
I really do want to see what number one is if number two is Mr. Booze, right?
Gosh, Peter, you're really being generous with your money.
Hey, what's the point of being rich if you can't share it with your pals, huh?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Peter competes in a drinking contest with his real father.
Peter!
Ah, how could I forget that?
Family Guy is
Hilarious.
the best when it's the worst, and this episode is exhibit number 1.
Oh,
Oh my god! Is he breathing? Somebody call an
he's
ambulance!
dead.
After accidentally committing patricide, Peter discovers his real dad lives in Ireland. Unlike his judgmental, teetotaling step-parent, the big guy's biological father turns out to be the town drunk.
Top of the morning, laddies. Let me cut you an Irish
This is
roll.
spitting image of Peter.
While our rotund protagonist normally barrels over anything, Mickey McFinnigan proves nearly his equal in bad parenting and drinking. Seeing Peter finally meet his match is satisfying, but it also means the humor flows from the plot and characters rather than cutaways.
Hennessy, Tennessee, Morrison, Shaughnessy, Reardon, and Rooney, they'll tell you the same.
When the two finally face off, the jokes really feel earned. Packed with offensive stereotypes and culminating with a musical bar fight, it's easy to see why this scene is peak Peter.
Oh, we Irish lads are all in firm in our moods. In fact, there's like a jar, cause we're all the spawn of a pickled sperm. And we don't tan well either. From a drunken Irish guy.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from
This is why I love Family Guy. If it's not something whatever it is Stewie Griffin does, well, he's my favorite character by the way, Stewie. Then it's Peter being a fool, acting a fool, drinking himself to oblivion. Actually, Pete would be funny to have a drink with, actually. That is if you do not... But that's if you're as drunk as him, if not drunker. If you're the stable one out of the lot, it ain't a good time for you. Okay, so that was that. I'm off to get another drink, alcohol free, and I'm gonna probably react to Mars. So see you in the next video, I guess.